The second thing of Sahaja Yoga is that it is the power of love, is of compassion, of divine love. Must understand what is divine love is. That is the love that is the, like the sap, as always say, that runs in the tree. It gives nourishment to the roots, then to all parts of the tree, and then it evaporates or it goes down. Supposing it gets stuck into one flower, what will happen? That the tree will die and ultimately the flower will also die. So our love is not limited love. Like we love our children, alright, love other children also. Everybody is absolutely in full pure love with each other. Now one must understand the pure love, that it is not attached to anyone. But at the same time, it is pure love. If you don't have pure love in your heart, because the culture is different, people start moving their attention and spoiling their attention. So many people asked me, Mother, what to do? I said, keep your eyes only up to 3 feet. So you will see beautiful things, like you will see flowers, you will see children, and nothing horrible. So whatever makes your attention disturbed, try to avoid. Best is to concentrate on your meditation. For meditation in the morning, you can just put left hand towards the photograph and right hand on the Mother Earth. It's better to sit on the ground in the morning. Then, if thoughtless awareness is established by looking at the photograph, close your eyes. Now some people say, Mother, my heart is not open. Alright? So you can say, looking at the Mother, Mother, please come in my heart. Somebody's Sahasrara is not open. Then you have to say, Mother, please come in my head. With both the hands. Whatever portion you think in the body is not doing well, I am always available, so you can ask. So you have to be careful about yourself. Before sleeping, if you have time, you must do foot soaking. If one day you don't torture yourself for that. But it's better that you do foot soaking. And in foot soaking, first of all, you must know what sort of a personality. Mostly you are right-sided, mostly. So put right hand towards the photograph, both the feet in the water with little salt, and left hand like that. But some are left-sided, some are definitely very much. They should not touch water. Two types of treatments are there. Especially left-sided people should not soak, should not use ice. This is all right-sided treatment. After doing your right-sided or left-sided treatment, I would say you put both your hands towards the photograph and see for yourself how it is working out. Without water, without candle. But I would again say that right-sided people should not use candle as far as possible. This electricity is alright. You can use it. They should not sit in the sun. They should put ice on their liver. Also they can put ice here when it is very hot. It's very good to put ice. Also for diabetes you can put the ice here. In Sahaja Yoga the treatment is very simple. For right-sided people very simple, and for left-sided. Right-sided people get problems like liver, diabetes, blood cancer, kidney coagulation. That means they can't pass urine. Constipation. Also asthma, heart attack, massive, and also paralysis on the right side. So many. Now the left-sided people get pain all over left side. Also can get all kinds of psychosomatic diseases which are not curable, like cancer, mellitus, Parkinson's, all kinds. But if you do your meditation every day, once in a while you may miss it, doesn't matter. You will immediately feel that you are completely cured and you keep good health. That's the only way you can grow. And try to bring the point where you are thoughtlessly aware. The best way to be thoughtless is to say the mantra of Nirvichar. That's very important. And secondly, to go on forgiving. I forgive everyone, I forgive everyone. So the thoughts will stop. That is the time when you are in the present. That is the time really you will grow in spirituality. Kundalini. See, sickness comes to you, as I told you, through our centers getting exhausted. As this is one center, all right, on the left side, left sympathetic, the right sympathetic. And they join together, this is the center now. So we are using the energy of the center that is limited for our purpose, anything. Supposing, I'll give an example of a very good example of one Swadhisthana chakra. Is the center, in the second center, which looks after the aortic plexus in the medical terminology. But it's not complete, I mean it's one of the parts. Now the work of the Swadhisthana chakra, according to Sahaja Yoga, which has worked of course wonders with this theory, that it gives energy for the replacement of the brain cells. Because we never think about it. We are using the brain all the time, we don't think how it is replaced. Even in the medical science they don't think about it. So one of the works it has got, it moves here. And also it has to look after your liver, it has to look after your pancreas, it has to look after spleen, it has to look after your kidneys, it has to also look after the lower part of your large intestines. Alright? Now, but all the time a person is thinking. These days everybody thinks too much and very futuristic. As a result, it cannot pay attention to all other things. So what happens? The first thing is affected is the liver. Now liver gets all the heat from the whole body and eliminates it, it's poison from the body you can say, eliminates it into the blood circulation. It goes into the blood. Now when, you see, liver is not attended to or doesn't get sufficient energy, it starts working very hard. So it becomes overactive liver and this heat cannot be removed. So the heat starts rising upward and downwards. As a result, your the lungs are made of, as you know, they are made like a sponge. So it becomes coagulated and you develop asthma.
We cure asthma through liver, curable. Then it descends down. When it descends down, it affects your kidneys. By that you get high blood pressure. Also, the another thing you get is constipation. Then your pancreas is neglected. When pancreas is neglected, you get diabetes. Only the people who are thinking, sitting, planning for future get diabetes, never a villager. In India, if I go to a village, they'll say you have to put sugar as much that the spoon must stand at right angles. They take so much sugar. Nobody gets diabetes because they earn in the morning, nicely go home and sleep off. Here we think and think and think of the future. So the neglect of the pancreas gives you diabetes. Now we have many people who have cured of diabetes also. Then the third one is the worst, is the spleen. That the spleen is like a, we say rhythm, keeps the rhythm. It's a speedometer in us. And supposing you are eating the food and suddenly you have to run, then you get a pain because it has to produce red blood corpuscles. But if you are always in an emergency in modern times as you are, first of all you read the newspaper, you are under shock. Because newspaper must shock you. So then another shock, then another shock. Then in the traffic you get a shock. So this poor spleen doesn't know how to behave in this crazy world. And it becomes very crazy and vulnerable. And with the slightest shock it can get blood cancer. I must tell you that we have cured really blood cancer patients. Absolutely cured, completely cured, without any medicine or anything. Absolutely cured. We have certificates and everything about them. And surprisingly all of them were architects. This is one. Then another thing, as I told you, it affects the kidneys and it affects also the lower intestines. So only one center, if you use it too much for one purpose, can give you all these troubles. And ultimately the heat might rise to your heart and you might have a massive heart attack. Especially if young people, if they are drinking too much, if they are playing tennis or of a very, any game which is like football or tennis, drinking too much and thinking too much, they might get a massive heart attack. And die very young, at a very young age, and it's absolutely fatal. If you get this attack at a young age, it's fatal. You cannot save them. The other way around, if you have inactive organs also, you can have inactive, also due to that also you get troubles. So when you treat somebody on its roots, it's very easy to solve the problem. See, supposing you have to treat a tree and you start treating all the leaves, it's very difficult. But if you can go to the roots, it's so easy, simple.